Techno music, it's a sound that reverberates from the underground, a pulsating rhythm that echoes the heartbeat of the city. Born in Detroit in the mid-80s, techno emerged from a fusion of electronic music, funk, and industrial sounds. It's a music of the future, a soundtrack for a world on the cusp of technological revolution. More than just music, techno represents a cultural movement, a global community, united by a love for hypnotic rhythms and futuristic soundscapes. From its humble beginnings in Detroit warehouses, techno has spread across the globe, taking root in cities like Berlin, London, and Tokyo. It's a music that transcends borders and languages, connecting people through the visceral power of sound. Techno is a music of constant evolution, always pushing the boundaries of sonic exploration. It's a genre that embraces innovation, constantly seeking new ways to generate and manipulate sound. With its roots in the African-American experience, techno reflects the struggles and aspirations of marginalized communities, offering a voice to the voiceless through the language of electronic music. At its core, techno is all about rhythm. The relentless pulse of the 4/4 beat forms the backbone of the music, driving the listener into a trance-like state. Layered on top of this foundation are intricate rhythms and syncopated patterns, creating a hypnotic groove that is both infectious and mesmerizing. Synths are the lifeblood of techno, generating a vast array of sonic textures and timbres. From the deep, resonant bass lines to the soaring melodies and ethereal pads, synths provide the sonic palette upon which techno producers paint their sonic landscapes. Drum machines, samplers, and sequencers are also essential tools in the techno producer's arsenal, allowing for the creation of complex rhythmic patterns and percussive textures. The bass line is the foundation upon which the techno groove is built. Deep, powerful, and often distorted, the bass line provides the sonic weight that anchors the music and moves the listener's body. It's the element that resonates in your chest, sending shivers down your spine and compelling you to move to the rhythm. Techno often eschews traditional song structures, opting instead for extended instrumental passages that build and evolve gradually over time. This allows the listener to become fully immersed in the music, to lose themselves in the hypnotic rhythms and sonic textures. It's a music that invites you to let go of your inhibitions and surrender to the beat. Entering the world of techno can feel like stepping into a vast and complex labyrinth. With its countless subgenres, artists, and labels, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of music available. But fear not, intrepid explorer, for there are ways to navigate this sonic maze and discover the techno sounds that resonate with your soul. Start by exploring the history of techno. Delve into the origins of the genre in Detroit, exploring the music of pioneers like Derek May, Juan Atkins, and Kevin Saunderson. These artists laid the foundation for everything that followed, and their music continues to inspire and influence techno producers today. Once you have a grasp of the roots of techno, you can start to branch out and explore different subgenres, from the hard-hitting industrial sounds of trance to the hypnotic minimalism of dub techno. There's a world of sonic possibilities to discover. Don't be afraid to experiment and explore different styles until you find the ones that speak to you. Online music platforms like SoundCloud, Bandcamp, and Resident Advisor are excellent resources for discovering new techno music. These platforms host a vast library of tracks and mixes from both established artists and up-and-coming producers. Explore different labels, follow artists you enjoy, and let the algorithms guide you to new sonic discoveries. The story of techno begins in Detroit, a city forged in the fires of industry and innovation. In the early 80s, a group of young black men, united by their love of electronic music, began experimenting with new sounds and technologies. These pioneers, known as the Belleville Three, Derek May, Juan Atkins, and Kevin Saunderson, would go on to lay the foundation for what we know today as techno. Inspired by a diverse range of influences from European synth pop and industrial music to funk, soul, and early hip-hop, the Belleville Three created a sound that was both futuristic and deeply rooted in the African-American experience. Their music reflected the industrial landscape of Detroit, with its clanging factories and pulsating machinery, while also expressing a sense of hope and optimism for the future. Derek May, known for his soulful melodies and intricate rhythms, brought a sense of warmth and humanity to techno. Juan Atkins, the visionary futurist of the group, explored themes of technology, alienation, and the search for meaning in a rapidly changing world. Kevin Saunderson, the master of the groove, injected elements of funk and soul into techno, creating a sound that was both infectious and irresistible. Together, the Belleville Three created a musical revolution that would spread from Detroit to the rest of the world. Their music inspired generations of producers and DJs, and their legacy continues to shape the sound of techno today. Their story is a testament to the power of creativity, innovation, and the enduring spirit of Detroit. Section 5, Berlin Calling, Techno's second wave and beyond. As techno began to spread beyond the borders of Detroit, it found a spiritual home in another city marked by industrial history and cultural upheaval, Berlin. In the wake of the fall of the Berlin Wall, the city became a magnet for artists, musicians, and free spirits from around the world, all drawn to its atmosphere of creative freedom and boundless possibility. Techno, with its dark industrial aesthetic and its message of unity and transcendence, resonated deeply with the spirit of post-reunification Berlin. Clubs like Tresor, Berghain, and Watergate became legendary for their marathon techno parties, where DJs would spin for hours on end, creating immersive sonic journeys that transported dancers to other realms. Berlin's embrace of techno helped to solidify its status as a global capital of electronic music. The city became a breeding ground for new subgenres and experimental sounds, pushing the boundaries of techno even further. From the stripped-down minimalism of Ricardo Villalobos to the hypnotic dub-infused techno of Monolake and Maurizio, Berlin's techno scene was a hotbed of creativity and innovation. Today, Berlin remains one of the most important centers of techno music in the world. Its clubs continue to attract techno pilgrims from all corners of the globe, eager to experience the city's legendary nightlife and immerse themselves in the pulsating heart of techno culture. Section 6, Subterranean Soundscapes Exploring Techno Subgenres. As techno has evolved over the decades, it has splintered into a vast and ever-expanding universe of subgenres, each with its own unique sonic characteristics and cultural significance. Exploring these subgenres is like embarking on a journey through the subterranean soundscapes of techno, discovering hidden caverns and unexpected sonic treasures along the way. For those seeking a more intense and industrial sound, there's Trance, a subgenre characterized by its distorted kick drums, pounding bass lines, and relentless energy. Originating in Germany in the mid-1990s, Trance is not for the faint of heart, but for those who crave sonic intensity. It's an exhilarating and cathartic experience. On the other end of the spectrum is dub techno, a subgenre that draws heavily on the spaciousness and echo-drenched soundscapes of dub reggae. Characterized by its hypnotic rhythms, deep bass lines, and ethereal melodies, dub techno creates a sense of immersive atmosphere and introspective depth. Other notable techno subgenres include minimal techno with its stripped-down aesthetic and focus on subtle variations in rhythm and texture, acid techno, known for its squelching psychedelic sounds created using the Roland TB-303 synthesizer, and Detroit techno, which pays homage to the roots of the genre with its soulful melodies, driving rhythms, and futuristic atmosphere. The world of techno subgenres is vast and ever-evolving. Don't be afraid to delve into the depths and explore the many sonic pathways that techno has to offer. You never know what hidden gems you might uncover along the way. Section 7, Essential Listening, Iconic Techno Tracks and Artists. No exploration of techno would be complete without a soundtrack. To guide you on your journey through the world of techno, here are some essential tracks and artists that represent the genre's rich history and diverse sounds. Detroit pioneers, Derek May has Strings of Life, 1987. A timeless classic that perfectly captures the soulful and uplifting spirit of early Detroit techno. Juan Atkins, No UFOs, 1985. A haunting and atmospheric track that showcases Atkins's visionary approach to techno. Kevin Saunderson, Big Fun, 1988. An infectious and irresistible track that brought techno to the dance floors of the world. Berlin School, Jeff Mills, The Bells, 1997. A hypnotic and minimalist masterpiece that exemplifies the stripped-down aesthetic of Berlin techno. Richie Houghton, Spastic, 1993. A relentless and abrasive track that helped to define the sound of hard techno. Ben Klock, Before One, 2009, a deep and hypnotic track that showcases the power of minimal techno. Modern Masters, Nina Kraviz, Ghetto Kraviz, 2011, a raw and energetic track that helped to establish Kraviz as a leading figure in contemporary techno. Amelie Lenz, Exhale, 2016, a driving and hypnotic track that exemplifies the sound of modern techno. Charlotte de Witt, The Age of Love, Charlotte de Witt Remix, 2019, a powerful and euphoric remix that showcases de Witt's signature sound. This is just a small sampling of the many incredible techno tracks and artists out there. Use this as a starting point for your own exploration, and don't be afraid to delve into the depths of techno's rich history and diverse sounds. Section 8. Avoiding sensory overload, pace yourself in the techno universe. With its vast library of music, countless subgenres and ever-evolving sounds, the world of techno can feel overwhelming at times. It's important to remember that you don't have to experience it all at once. Pace yourself, take breaks, and allow yourself time to digest and appreciate the music you're discovering. Start by focusing on one subgenre or artist at a time. Deep dive into their discography, explore their influences, and get a feel for their unique sound. Once you feel like you have a good understanding of one area, you can start to branch out and explore others. Don't be afraid to revisit tracks or artists that you didn't connect with initially. Your tastes will evolve over time, and what might have sounded strange or inaccessible at first could become a new favorite down the line. Remember that listening to techno is a journey, not a race. There's no right or wrong way to do it. The most important thing is to approach the music with an open mind and a willingness to explore. Section 9. Join the movement. Embrace the techno spirit. Techno is more than just a genre of music. It's a global community, a shared experience that transcends borders, languages, and cultural differences. It's a movement built on the foundations of inclusivity, acceptance, and the power of music to unite people. Now that you've embarked on your journey into the world of techno, we encourage you to join the movement. Share your favorite tracks with friends, attend a techno event, or even try your hand at producing your own music. Subscribe to our channel to stay updated on the latest techno news, releases, and events. We're excited to have you as part of the techno community. What are your favorite techno tracks or artists? Share your thoughts in the comments below.